It's your boy Warlow back with another My Team video. And I've been making the rolls on the tier list. I saw Tydeepo react to my tier list. Check that out, honestly, even though I'm the smartest man to be making tier lists. Okay. I am like the smartest individual when it comes to these tier lists. I'm A plus A tier, so smack that like button and we're gonna get right into it. So number one on our tier list, I don't know why I see Isaiah Thomas, is Jason Terry. Hear me out on this. I don't know how I'm gonna rank this. Terry might gotta move later in this tier list. I probably put him in B tier for now, but I don't mind Jason Terry. Like, Jason Terry's low-key kind of good. Like, his release is actually really solid. Like, I don't mind Jason Terry in this game at all. Like, I actually find him to be quite good, so I actually like Jason Terry. I quite like Jason Terry in this game. Austin Chuck Gillis Alexander up next, S tier. Like, that's Shav. You have him. You paid a lot of money for him. One of your best point guards in the game. Pistol Pete Maravich, trash. I mean, it's sad what they did to Pistol Pete, but the dude cannot run in my team. Absolutely stinks. He is a F tier. Next up, we got Steve Nash, another trash diamond. But these are your point guards. Steve Nash is just awful, terrible. I would love Steve Nash to be great in my team. That's just sadly not going to be the case. And he's not going to be that great. But next we got Damian Lillard. I don't think Damian Lillard's better than Jason Terry. I'm going C tier for Damian Lillard. I mean, like, I might be crazy for that, but I low-key like Jason Terry more than Dame. I think Jason Terry's a better point guard than Damian Lillard. Critique me in the comment section, you can, but I actually do like the Jason. I used Jason Terry, and Jason Terry was solid. Overall, was pretty solid for the most part. Next up, we got Allen Iverson, another card that sucks. It's kind of sad what they did to AI. I wish AI could be good, but who knows when it'll be good again. DeAndre Murray up next. I think you gotta go A tier for DeAndre. Good defender, really good defensive point guard. Like, some of this might be movie. I see how the other point guards get ranked on this tier list, but I would say he's an A-level point guard for DeAndre. Really solid point guard. Next up, we got Kyle Lowry. B tier for Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is a guy that has a fast release like Jason Terry. Both have defense. Like, they both can do their dang job. So I like Kyle Lowry as a budget point guard. And I'm saying budget because there's really no good budget cards in this game. Everything's so expensive. So yeah, I'm going B tier with that. Next up, we got Austin Reeves. And I'm going C tier for Austin Reeves. I like Jason Terry and Kyle Lowry more than Austin Reeves. You can disagree to agree. But I personally would take them both over Austin Reeves. I use all three cards. And I like Jason Terry, I like Kyle Lowry, but I do not. I mean, Austin Reeves is just not it this year. I just don't feel like he's that great as he once was, personally, in honesty. Mario Chalmers, probably go C tier for Mario Chalmers. I don't think he's better than Jason Terry or Kyle Lowry. I like Mario Chalmers as a budget option if you need a budget card, but I used Mario Chalmers and I didn't like him. I mean, I used him a little bit when doing the challenge, and I just did not like him. I mean, say I just suck him, but I don't know. But I still feel like he ain't bad. It just was me. But I feel like he's probably on that Austin Reeves, that Lillard. You know, if you get him, he's a nice budget Ruby card, but you know, cool. Darius Garland up next. I did not like this Darius Garland all that much. I don't think... I gotta put him deep tier because I don't think he's on the level of Austin Reeves, Daniel. I think he's like a C minus, to be honest. I don't think Darius Garland's good. I just don't. I feel like he has a nice dribble style. That's about it. He can move good, shoot threes, but is he going to be better than Mario Chalmers? I don't think. He's probably in the D plus category. Probably need to make an F tier, to be honest with you, but I don't feel like making an F tier, so we're just going to put him in the D plus category and go from there. So next up, Norm Nixon. He absolutely sucks, and I'm going to have to add an F tier. I'm just going to have to add a F tier. Like, I'm going to have to add a F tier. I don't want to, we're just not going to show it, but I just have to add a F tier because I don't think Darius Garland is an F tier with all these other point guards. I just don't, so I'm just putting them all in D tier, and we'll do it like that, so the list doesn't become flooded. And I just got a add cheese on there. That is nice. That is an annoying little ad that's trying to take away on the dang video, but it's all good. It is all good. Next up on the list, let me move this ad real quick. Okay, this is just the best way we can do it. But next up, we got Michael Bibby, and I think I go C tier. I don't mind Michael Bibby. I just feel like he has he has a good release. That's about it though. He's not horrible, but he's not like, I mean, he's just cool. He's cool, nothing crazy. I just don't think he's all that great. Sidney Moncrief, I think he's S tier. I don't know if he's better than Shaw. I really don't think he's better than Shaw. I think he's on the same level. Like, depending on what type of player you are, I like slashing, but if you're a defensive guy, you'll like Sidney Moncrief. But I don't think for the price tag, Sidney Moncrief's worth $1 million MT. Like, if I was going by that logic, would not be S tier, but if we're going by how good he is an S tier point guard, but I feel like he's definitely, hyped up a little bit. Next up, we got Kenny Anderson up next. Kenny Anderson sucks. I'm just being honest, D tier. He's not as bad as Steve Nash, Norm Nixon, but he is not good. He's not great. Devin Harris, same with him, D tier. Like, who the freak runs Devin Harris? That should answer your question you need to know. Donovan Mitchell up next. We got him at C tier. I just don't like Donovan Mitchell cards, really. I just don't feel like Donovan Mitchell is all that. I don't think Donovan Mitchell's like 92 overall really isn't that good stat-wise. I'm going D tier. I don't think he's that great stat-wise, but I'm remembering on the top of my head, he's missing a lot of stuff. So I gotta go D tier for Donovan Mitchell overall. And next up on the tier list, we gotta go with Jamal Crawford up next. Which Jamal Crawford is good. I'll go B tier for I'll go B tier for Jamal Crawford. I don't think he's better than DeAndre Murray. I do think he is on that Jason Terry, Kyle Lowry level, but I don't mind Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford is alright. Next up, we got Austin Rivers. Probably go C tier again for him. Can't go that B tier route, but I think C tier is overall fair. Next up, we got De'Aaron Fox up next. I moved it. That was the wrong thing. De'Aaron Fox, I will go A tier. De'Aaron Fox is really good. He really drives at the paint really good. And he's one of the best point guards in the game, really. Like, I love the card using him. I wish he had a leaner. But other than that, he offers everything else. He's a really solid point guard in my team, and he's really, really elite. But up next, we got Victor Oladipo, and I gotta go B tier for Victor Oladipo. Still an elite point guard till this day. He is definitely... Actually, I'm going A tier for Victor Oladipo. I think for the price tag, Victor Oladipo is really, really good. I might be gassing it, though. I might be gassing it a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably go B. If I put him in A, I gotta put Jamal Crawford, or maybe I have to move this up. So I'm going B tier for Victor Oladipo. He is getting a little outdated, but he's still a really good solid point guard for the price tag. He still is really good. Jalen Green up next. I think Jalen Green, you could like Jalen Green, but I'd rather have Jalen Green. Jalen Green's not even bad. Jalen Green is actually a really solid point guard. So I think in A tier, that ain't bad for Jalen Green overall. So I think A tier for Jalen Green is a fair ranking. Up next, we got Devin Booker. Is Devin Booker on the level of Sidney Moncrief and Shaw? I would say so. I've seen people be really good with Devin Booker. I don't know about y'all watching, but if you can learn his leader, master his stuff, Devin Booker's an S tier. I've met A tier before, but then playing against him a lot longer, Devin Booker has been phenomenal, so I would say S tier for him. Kyrie Irving, I probably go just F tier, sadly. I don't think Kyrie Irving's really bad in this game. It's just the stats they put on that pink diamond one are just mediocre. Like, for the most part, I probably would go D tier for him. Like, we can go D tier. You know, if we're going to have Darius Garland in there, I guess we can have Kyrie Irving in there. But I'm not a fan of Kyrie card. I just feel like he could be so much better overall, and I feel like his card's disappointing. I don't care what no one says. Steve Francis F tier. That card sucks. I mean this, and I have the card. That card is legit awful. I freaking hate this card. Steve Francis is terrible in my team. I don't care. It's Ruby garbage, and I'm including him on his tier list. He sucks too. They both suck. He is awful in my team. I don't freaking care. I'm putting him in F tier, my own dang thing. He is terrible. Can't dunk, really. Shot sucks. Unusable. He is one of the worst pink diamonds in the freaking game, and I mean this harshly. Tyler Hero. I don't know. I feel C tier. I feel like his height's still good. He's still got height in defense. Like, he's still not a bad point guard, so I'm gonna go B tier for him. But he's not better than De'Aaron Fox, DeAndre Murray, Jalen Green. I don't think Tyler Hero was that great, in my opinion. I just don't feel like he's that good. Magic Johnson up next. I'm going A tier for Magic, just because it's like, I know Magic Johnson's elite for some people. I don't like his jump shot. For you, he might be S tier. For me, I hate his jumper, and I can't go higher than A tier with him. With that jump shot for me, I just don't feel like he would be as good for y'all watching this video. He's a point guard. You have to be drop stepping. You have to be in the paint. You're gonna have to not really be shooting much to take your. Like, it's just, I don't really like Magic Johnson in this game, and I just don't think he fits this game well. Next up, we got Raymond Felton. I mean, Raymond Felton sucks. You know, D. I mean, just F. Like, who cares to use Raymond Felton? Baron Davis up next. Probably at this stage, D. Like, I don't think he's bad. I don't think Baron Davis is a bad Amethyst point guard, but at this stage in the game, Amy Baron is just outdated at this stage. Paul Westphal, alright card, C tier. Can take his open release, do his job, do his thing. He is alright in my team. Tyrese Haliburton, I don't think is that great, B tier. Release is good. He's still 6'5", so you gotta respect that. I just don't think Tyrese Haliburton's really all that great in my team, and I just don't think he's particularly that good. So, yeah, next up we got Luka Doncic up next. And where do I rank Luka? Like, C? I don't think he's better than Tyler Hero. I'd rather have Jason Terry because his release is faster, Jamal Crawford, Kyle Lowry. I gotta rank Luka in C tier. And it's because of that jumper. Luka's jumper sucks. Even though you gotta respect that he's 6'6", it's not like he has any defense overall. So I just don't think Luka Doncic is really that great in my team. I think he's really mediocre. To be perfectly honest, Ja Morant up next. I think we're gonna have to go down on Ja. I think you're gonna have to put Ja in A tier, which I don't know if that's gonna be a hot take a little bit, but I'm just like, Ja Morant, he's gonna have to go down a little bit. Like, he's really good, but he's only 6'2" at this stage. We're getting 6'4" lockdown defense. I think it's time we have to go lower on Shock. We have to make the S tier differentiate, and I feel like we have to go with that. Next up, we got Curry up next. Probably go C tier for Curry. Still can hit your threes with him. Still good. I just feel like he needs a higher driving dunk. Gonna be back in business, but he just needs a driving dunk 2K, so give him a driving dunk. Next up, we got Dwayne Wade. D Wade is still going to be your A tier level point guard. Still can compete with, like, would I rather have Ja Morant or Dwayne? I'd rather have D Wade over Magic. I'm just I'm gonna go S tier for D Wade. Okay, because just what D Wade can do on the court, he is still a great defensive point guard. I feel like if you have Moncrief, then D Wade can just be there. I feel like D Wade is better than Ja Morant and Magic Johnson. I just think it is. You know, the release a little bit slower. It's just Dwayne Wade's slashing ability, defense he offers. I think I'm going to go S tier for Dwayne Wade. Tell me, I might be gassing it. Zach LaVine is S tier easily. He's easily might be the best point guard in the game. I played against Zach LaVine in Triple Threat Park, and this card was deadly. One of your best point guards in my team. Scary card. He is really, 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 really good. Like, Zach LaVine is some cheese. Like, it's like, he was overpowered. Next up, we got Gary Payton up next, and I'm going A tier for Gary Payton. I feel like Gary Payton is really good. Still one of your best defensive point guard locks. But still one of your best point guards, and I think he's elite. But I feel like I have to go A tier at this stage in the game, so I'm going A tier with Gary Payton. And I feel like that is how the tier list, wait a minute, Michael Conley. I'm gonna have to go D tier. I don't think Michael Conley's really all that great. Not the word. Actually, I use Michael Conley. He is a F tier. Monte Ellis, F tier. D-Lo really is alright. I probably would go C. Lacks defensive badges, though. I'm gonna have to go D tier for D-Lo. D tier for D-Lo. D-Lo's really mediocre. And Isaiah Thomas is not good either. I'm going F tier for Isaiah. And we have to add a few more names because a few people I know aren't on the list, so I'm going to go add them real quick. Okay, and I know some people are going to be asking about the Diamond Hidden Gems, so I'll rank them really fast. For Russell Westbrook, I feel like you just have to go, like, at this stage, probably 8. I said you probably got to go A tier for Westbrook at this stage. at this stage in the game, you have to go A tier for Westbrook. Still one of your best point guards in the game, but I feel like we have to differentiate the best from the A tier and the point guard tier list real quick. And Chris Paul, I probably will go B tier because Chris Paul is still a solid point guard. And I'm just going to rank these fast because I know some people are going to be Carlo, where will my diamond hidden gem be ranked at. I probably would put Ben Simmons in potentially S tier, most likely. I probably would put Josh Giddey in B tier because he lacks on certain things, really. Tariq Evans, I probably would put him in that B tier level. Jordan Clarkson will probably go in that B tier level as well. I don't think he's better than point guards in A tier. And I think Kurt Heinrich will go in A tier. So if you're wondering about the few hidden gems, but let me know in the comments section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think any of it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's garbage like Ty fought my Galaxy Opal tier list? Let me know in the comment section. And I will see y'all in the next My Team video. Give me a key. See ya.